All right, so we're on the review for the last unit, Unit 8. You can do traditional, make a table, plot your graphs, slope, intercept, form, all that good stuff. But since we have access to the graphing calculator and even better this year, Desmos, why not make use of it? All right, so I'm going to pull up Desmos and I'm going to enter in my equation. All right, it's negative x squared plus 4x plus 1. And if I need a table of values, I just click the gear and click the table. All right, now I don't need negative 211. All right, negative 1 is okay, but considering where this is, I would like this point right here, which looks like 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to change this to a 3. All right, and I think this would be nice to have a 4. This should be positive 4. And there we go. And now we have some nice points that we can put on our graph. And then our next one is just simply x plus 1. And there are my points of intersection, 0, 1, and 3, 4. I don't know why it's not hitting it directly, but it's 3, 4. There we go, 3, 4. So we come back here, put on our basic points. 0, 1, 2, 5. Which was our vertex. We had right here, and 4. And then we can draw the best we can a parabola. And then our line was easily just here plus 1 and a slope of 1. So we have our 2 points of intersection right here and right here at 0, 1 and 3, 4. Now, if you're comfortable, you don't have to go through all these. You can fast forward to the ones if it's redundant, if you're comfortable with using Desmos or whatever. So I'm just going to modify this one because this one is a positive x squared. So I'm just going to come up here and take out the the negative. Change this to negative 5. And then change this to 7. And then here I'm just going to add a 2 to make it 2x plus 1. And I have my points of intersection right here at 1, 3, and 6, 13. But again, I don't have a point up there. But again, if I wanted to, I could just put a 6 in there. And there's my 13. All right, now obviously the vertex is not going to be a solid corner point, but I still have these points right here. So I come back to my grid, and I'm going to put on 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 5, 7, and 0, 7. And here is my parabola. And then my slope, my y-intercept was 1, and I went up 2, right 1, and there it is. Up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, and so forth. And then I'm going to be off the chart somewhere up here at 6, 13, and that's where using Desmos or the graphing calculator helps find that one that is off the chart. All right, now no more graphing calculator because we're just doing substitution because they're both set equal to y. So 4x minus 13 equals 2x minus 5. I'm going to subtract 2x, bring it over here. I'm going to add 13 to both sides and get 8. So x is 4. I can plug it into either one. I'm going to do it in my head. 2 times 4 is 8. Minus 5 is 3. So my point of intersection is 4, 3. Number 4. This is already solved for y, so I'm just going to plop it in here. 5x minus 10, take the y out and put in 1/2 x plus 2. equals negative 40. I'm going to distribute my negative 10 and get 5x minus 5x, half of 10 is 5, minus 20 equals negative 40. At this point, those cancel, leaving me with this statement, which is a lie. It's false, which means no solution. Now, if I was going to put this into Desmos, I would have to move this x over. And then divide by negative 10, and you get positive 1/2 x plus 4. And notice I have same slope. They are parallel. Okay? So multiple ways to go about solving this problem. This one, there's two ways to do this. You could move this over and move this over and have 12x plus 4y equals 8 and negative 6x plus 2y equals negative 2. Okay? And then if I just multiply this by 2, that will give me negative 12x plus 4y equals negative 4. Sorry, negative 12x. Bring the first one down. Add them together, the x's cancel, I get 8y equals 4, which gives me y is 1/2. Okay? Now if I plug in 1/2 right here, 1/2 of negative 4 is negative 2 plus 8 is 6. So I get 12x equals 6, which gives me x equals 1/2. That's one way to go about it. But if you notice it, that everything in this one is divisible by 2, I could just take out the 2, divide out the 2 for everywhere, and get y equals 3x minus 1, and substitute that on in the first one for y. It doesn't matter. One's not really that much faster than the other. It's just a different way of going about it. I still would have gotten 1/2, 1/2. Now this one, there's no way, substitution would not be nice because you're going to get a lot of nasty fractions. So you're just going to do elimination. Whoops. Now for this one, I'm going to cancel the x's with 30 and negative 30, or the y's with 40 and negative 40. The x's are both positive, the y's are both negative, so I'm going to have to multiply one negative, one positive. So I'm just going to go with the x's. So 5 here and 6 here. And then just pick which one you want to make negative. It doesn't matter. All right? So we'll multiply by negative 5. That's going to give me negative 30x plus 25y equals positive 50. Then multiply by 6, I get 30x, which is going to cancel, minus 48y equals 42. The x's cancel. I get negative 23y equals 92. And when I divide, I get negative 4. Now I can plug the negative 4 in either one. Doesn't matter. I'm going to plug it in right here. 5x minus 8 times negative 4 equals 7. 5x plus 32 equals 7. Subtract 32 and divide by 5. So my point is, negative 5, negative 4. All right. Again, this one, you want to use elimination, but you do need to line these up. So you need to move these over. So that's going to be negative 4x minus 7y equals negative 32. 9x plus 5y equals 29. Now, my x's would be 36 and negative 36, or my y's would be 35 and negative 35. Doesn't really matter. I have a positive and negative on each. So, you choose. I'm going to cancel the x's this time. 9 and 4. Okay? So that's going to give me negative 36x minus 63y equals 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27, 28. 288. Negative 288. Then multiply by 4, I'm going to get positive 36x, which will cancel, plus 5 times 4 is 20y, and then 4 times 29, 116. Now when I add these together, the x's cancel. I'm going to get negative 43y, okay? And then 116, be careful of the signs, minus 288 is going to give me negative 172. Now when I divide by negative 43, I'm going to get y as 4. And I can plug that into either one, okay? I'm going to plug it into this one. So 9x equals 29 minus 5 times 4. So 9x equals 29 minus 20. 9x equals 9. X is 1. So my point is 1, 4. Again, if I'm going too fast, you can always slow this down, hit pause, rewind, whatever works for you. All right, this one, got to line them up again. So on the first one, you don't have to switch the x and the y. You can move the 6x over and have negative 3y minus 6x and just have yx. It doesn't matter. People like to usually have the x first, so I'm just going to rewrite the first one. 12x minus 6y equals negative 6. Again, you don't have to. And then when I move the 6 over, I'm going to get negative 6x minus 3y equals negative 3. So I'm going to multiply this one by 2. Actually, negative 2, because I need the numbers to cancel. So that's going to give me 12x plus 6y equals 6. I could rewrite the first line, but I think you can see what's going to happen here. The x's, the y's, everything's going to cancel. I'm going to get 0 equals 0, which is a true statement, which means infinite solutions. Because basically this is a line with a line right on top of it. So every point on that line is matching. All right, now this one, you just set them equal to each other because they're both set equal to y. Again, you could put this into Desmos or the graphing calculator and see what it looks like and get the answer and verify, but you still have to do the work. So I'm going to subtract 2x, which is going to give me x squared minus 3x, add 2 to both sides, minus 4. I need two numbers that multiply, give me 4, that differ by 3. Well, that's 4 and 1. I want more negatives than positives, so that gives me 4 and negative 1. That gives me two answers. 4 comma something and negative 1 comma something. All right, so I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to plug it into this one. That's easiest. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 2 is 6. And 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, minus 1 is negative 4. So 4 comma 6 and negative 1, negative 4. Again, let's just set them equal to each other. X squared plus 12x plus 18 equals 5x plus 8. Some of you might be able to just kind of say, I'm just going to subtract this from those two and go right to it. It's up to you. X squared minus plus 7x. 12 minus 5 is 7. 18 minus 8 is 10. This time I need two numbers that multiply to give me 10 that add to 7. 5 and 2. Since they're both Since it's positive, they're both going to be positive. Sorry, got ahead of myself. So that gives me -5, -2. So again, I'm going to have two answers. -5 comma something and -2 comma something. So I'm going to plug it into this one. It's less work. -5 times 5 is -25. Plus 8 is -17. -2 times 5 is -10. Plus 8 is -2. And again, if you put that into Desmos, it will show you those points and verify your answer. If nothing else, take the time to verify your answers. All right, wood problem? Well, it is a wood word problem. So I'm doing this entryway, it's rectangular. I know I need 240 square feet. It says the entryway length is 6 more than 3 times the width. Remember, we're looking for that then to tell us which letter to use. So width is going to be our reference point, and the entryway is 6 more than 3 times the width. So again, area equals length times width, so 240 equals W times 3W plus 6. So that's going to give me 3W squared plus 6W minus 240 equals 0. Now to make my life easier, I'm going to take the 3 out. Okay. Now I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to give me 80 that differ by 2. Well, that's 10 and 8. And since I want more positives, it's going to look like this. So that's going to give me -10 and +8. We cannot have a negative measurement. Therefore, I know my width is 8. And if I plug 8 in right here, 8 times 3 is 24, plus 6 is 30. So my dimensions are 8 feet by 30 feet. Number 12, fundraiser. We have small boxes of oranges and large boxes of oranges. Frank sold 13 small and 14 large. So I'm just going to use F for Frank. I'm sorry, what am I doing F for Frank? I need to go home. I'm going to do X for small. Those are our variables. That's what we're trying to find out, not who Frank is. And Y for large. Again, if you wanted to use S and L, that's fine. So Frank sold 13 small and 14 large and made $315. Connie sold 8 small and 7 large and made $168. Well, since 7 goes into 14 evenly, I'm going to multiply this by -2. And that's going to give me -16x minus 14y equals 168 times 2, well, times -2, is 336. So I'm going to bring the 13x down, the 14y down, and the 315 down, and add them together. This is going to give me -3x, that cancels, equals, now remember I'm going to be subtracting, getting a negative here, and that's okay, because I got negative divided by negative, so x is 7. So that means a small costs $7. Now all I need to do is plug the x in, the 7 in, here or here. It doesn't matter. All right? And when I do that, I'm going to get large is 16. All you do is plug it in and solve. I think you can handle that at this point. All right, number 13. Cindy has a total of 42 coins. It's a total number. Quarters, remember that's 25 cents, and nickels, very important, 0.05. This is the total amount of money. So I'm going to say X is quarters and Y is nickels. We don't know how much of each coin, so that's number plus number equals number. Value plus value equals value. Now in these problems, I always suggest, like I said, multiply by the negative of the smaller coin. So that's going to give me negative 0.05x minus 0.05y equals 42 times negative 0.05 is negative $2.10. That cancels. 25 cents minus nickel is 20 cents. This is going to give me 520. And 520 divided by 0.2 is 26. So there's 26 quarters. And if I do 42 minus 26, that gives me 16 nickels. Because there was 42 coins total. All right. Now for this one, remember we're using our graphing calculator. Make life easy. So you have the cheat sheet on how to use this. So make sure you have that out. So I'm going to go in and do second matrix. Same button formation every time. Remember, this is a row by column. So I have 1, 2, 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Now, you can go set it up, edit. I already have a 3 by 4. What are my numbers? You can enter it right from here, 3, -5, -2, and 4. But either way, you should write down to show your work, your matrix here. So 3, -5, -2, and 4. Remember, it's X, Y, Z number. Then -1, -5, -3, and 4. -5, -4, -6, -7. So all I'm going to do is enter that into my calculator. So 3, enter, and verify when you're entering them in, they go in right. So -5, -2, and 4. Then -1, -5, -3, and 4. And your last row is -5, -4, -6, and -7. After you have them all in the matrix, remember, you're going to hit quit to get out of it. Then you're just going to repeat. You're going to hit second matrix. Get back in. This time we're going over to math. Remember, we're going down or up. Up is faster to RREF. Not A, REF, but B, RREF. Then you're just going to tell it, look at matrix A. And there's my answer. If you have these diagonal ones, you have a good answer. X is -1, Y is -3, Z is 4. So my answer is -1, -3, and 4. All right, on this one, make sure you pay attention to make your matrix. You put 5, -3, 4. Again, X, Y, Z, number. Format. Next row, 2, -1, +1, -10. -2, +2, 4, 10. Same procedure, pull up your calculator. second matrix as usual. Already. Let's put the numbers in. 5. Remember, use the gray negative key. 4, negative 25. So, you know, if you hit enter, it's right. 2, positive 1, negative 10. 2, 2, 4. At this point, you just exit out, second quit. Go back in. Up to RREF. Tell it to look in. Enter. Negative 5, 0, 0. X, Y, Z. Alright, for this one, curveball, a little bit different. We have 5, negative 2, 6, negative 28. We have negative 5, 5, 3, 4. This one, we have X, no Y, so we must put 0, 2, 15. Wrong. I'm going to go back and find out. 5, negative 2, 6, negative 28. Didn't take the first number for some reason. Negative 5. And 5, 0, negative 2, negative 16. Put out. Go back in. Math. REF. Heading. Negative 4, negative 2, negative 2. X, Y, Z. Alright. Y, again, you can put these in Desmos, makes it much easier. But remember, for Y is less than or equal to 3, that's going to be a solid line. They're both solid lines. So that's easy because less than or equal to 3 is a horizontal line right here. Well, this one, X is less than or equal to negative 2. That is a vertical line. 2 less than this way. Where is the overlap? Rectangular area. We're not doing 18. We're not doing 19. All right, objective function. These two, this is quadrant 1, which we have. X plus Y equals 6. Cover-up method gives us 6 and 6. Change colors. Cover up the Y. X is 10. Cover up the X. Y is 2. Looks like I have a point right there. We'll see. Now, for the green one, it's got shade, but doesn't really matter. 0 is less than or equal to 0. Here. Blue one, 0 is less than or equal to 10. here, overlap. Gives me 0, 0, 1, 6, 0, 0, 2. So plug in 0, 0, that's obviously going to be 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 30. 0 makes the y disappear. 0 makes the x disappear, so that gives me 12. Maximum is right here. At doesn't ask for this, but all right. So here's my z. Again, quadrant 1. Y. X is 9. X. Greater than 9. Stable. Colors. Cover up the x, y is 8. Y. Equal to 8. True statement. Here. Overlapping area. Corner points. 8. 0, 3. Plug these in. $72. 8. Okay, a couple more. Manager's purchasing file cabinets. That is a limit. $100 to spend. That's another limit. So you can start making your chart right now. So cabinet A, cabinet B. Space. Space is limited to 60 square feet. Says cabinet A requires 3 feet. 6 square feet, 18 cubic feet, and costs 50. Now it doesn't really say it here, but we're trying to maximize storage. It does say it up here at the beginning. So we're trying to maximize storage. That tells us that our Z storage. So A plus 18y. So I'm going to come back to my chart. Base, 3 feet for this one, 6 feet for this one. Cost is 75. There are my 2 extra constraints. Remember, with constraints, we always want to do x is greater than or equal to 0, y is greater than or equal to 0. Right, 75x, y, less than or equal to 600, 3x plus 3a plus 16. Plot it. Plot this. Cover-up method. And then I'm going to get 10. Looks like I have an intersection right there at 2, 9. Both of these are going to be underneath, so this is right here. Zero, 0, 0, 10, 2, 9, and 8, 0. Okay, so 0, 0 gives me 0. 0, 10 gives me 180. 8, 0 gives me 96. 2, 9 gives me 186. Here's my maximum. By 2 of these. Remember, for the test, you are just going to have to do along with identifying your variables, which on this one is just A equals. Right. Cattle feed. Be careful with this one because we have hefty and hardy. So hefty has 2 pounds of hay and 1 pound of alfalfa. Hardy has 1 pound of hay and 1 pound. They have 8 pounds of hay and 5 of alfalfa. Limit. That's one of my columns right there. 2 of my columns. Also, they have, this is a new one. You have to make at least 1 bag of hefty. Special. Hefty sells for 11, Hardy sells for 13. I want to maximize it. Okay, X is hefty, Y is profit. Sells for 11x plus 13y. Constraints are always going to be this. We have hefty, party, we have alfalfa, and hay. Maybe that's star. Hefty needs 2 pounds. 2 pounds of hay and 1 pound of alfalfa. Party, each. There's a little caveat in there. It says 1 bag of hefty. So let's come back to our problem. All right, forgot to put our maximums. So this is 5. Less than or equal to 8. X plus y is less than or equal to 5. And we have that extra 1. So x equals 0. This time it's going to be x greater than or equal to 1. Technically, you don't need this since it overrides it, but it's okay. All right. 2x plus y, 8. Come up to x, y is 8. Y, x is 0. And then for x, y is 5. That's easy. It's going to be 5. Like here, here. Remember, actually, it's going to be here. So our points are 1, 0, 4, 0, 1, 4, run those through 11, 4, 3, 3, there. 1 bag of hefty and 4 bags.